Good morning from the north. Gonna do some more water changes this morning. Um, and I'm also making arrangements to pick up 4 adult Discus from a local who's basically just giving up. And I'm getting an incredible deal on them. The picture he showed me, they're fat and healthy. Hopefully they look like that when I get there. Sometimes they show you a picture from a few months ago and they're sick, so we'll find out. But I'll slap them up in my hospital tank, and we'll get them going. I'll inspect them before anything. I'll be more careful with these fish because um, I just don't know the source. But at the same time, the tank looked clean, the fish look fat, and he's owned them since they were babies. So if they're healthy, they're healthy. That should be what's going on. But I know how to detect sick fish, and I will feed them some gut-loaded dewormer and metronidazole just to start them off, and then I'll send them in the tank and continue to gut load all the fish for every second or third day for a week, just to be safe. Not that my fish need any medication, but I don't want problems. So this is how I do it. A lot of people think it's crazy, but my success rate with adding new fish is actually really good. I rarely lose them at this point, like in my fish keeping, my discus keeping career. And initially, I couldn't say that. I didn't know what I was doing. I was thinking all these natural tanks was the way to go, and I wasn't worrying about the bio load, my water column, and I killed fish that way. That's how I killed fish. I didn't kill fish because I didn't quarantine. I killed fish because my tank sucked, and it doesn't anymore. So I've moved the pairs back out because breeding aggression started back up. They'll take a day or two to get over being moved, which is fine because I need a little more time to change out water. So the eggs survive, but they all started comb pointing immediately. Now what I've done with this pair is, let's see, she's already on her comb, but I put this male in. He's actually a better male, and he's older. This male is in the neighborhood of 2 years old. Now, she is about 11 months old, but she's laying eggs. Not sure if they're viable because they get eaten by the other male. This male showed interest in her, so I'm going to try and force pair them. Now, she's bonded with the other male, but he's out of the picture, so let's see what happens. But she's comb pointing already, and he was earlier. They're interested in breakfast right now. Here's Big Red and her man. Mixing discus doesn't always produce very nice babies, but I've seen a snakeskin go with one of these before, and you end up with a pigeon blood snakeskin. I'm hoping, because their colors are both very sharp, it might work out without much peppering. It's the peppering that makes the fish ugly, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to let it go. If they turn out to be excellent parents and they make ugly babies, I'll just take eggs from clean pairs and let them raise the babies. That's what I'll do with them. So, because I need a really good pair of parents to do that with, more than I need anything else right now. Because I have lots of pairs that will lay and fertilize eggs, but nobody can raise the babies yet. So once I get a pair that's doing that, and I really think it's going to be these two, first anyway. Once I get a pair that's doing that, then I can start dropping other combs in their tank and just with a cage on them, let the babies hatch out and they'll adopt them. We'll just start raising them up with their own. That's where we are at for today. A bunch of healthy, thriving, colorful, happy discus. All just getting along. Even that big girl, because I took the aggression out of the tank, she hides when the other pairs are in, because Big Red likes to pick on her, to be honest. Big Red's out of the picture. She's up out looking around with her man, not feeling threatened. He gets picked on too by the dominant pair, because they're the biggest pair, so the dominant pair just picks on them. So I got to keep these two away from Big Red and her man for a while until they get familiar again, because I pulled them out of the school and added them. The good news is, with the 4 fish coming, 4 adult fish coming, I'll throw them in the tank. That's going to take the pressure off these two, and there'll be 6 new fish in the equation. And so the fish who already have rank, there's going to be too many new targets to pick on, and it should make life a lot easier for these two, as well as the 4 that are coming. Because everybody knows each other, so they pick on the 2 new ones, right? But now there'll be 6 new ones. That spreads the load. But these fish in here currently do not pick on the new ones, because he was being aggressive, but I broke his pair bond because I took his woman away. So he's got nothing to be aggressive about now. And he was being aggressive because he's attracted to the same girl. And he was also being aggressive because he's attracted to her. So I had 3 males beating the crap out of everybody in the tank because they all wanted the same girl, including they were beating the crap out of each other. So you will run into these problems. You just need a lot of discus to see them. But the thing is, this is just because of breeding, and that can be controlled by lowering temperature. If you were having that problem and you didn't want to breed and you had lots of discus, you can lower your temperature and they'll just stop doing it. So I don't want that problem. I mean, I want this problem. I want to breed. So I'm keeping them at the optimum breeding temperature. I'm keeping their environment stable so that they don't go off season. And everyone that can find a mate is breeding right now. So the conditions are optimal. The tanks are beautiful. And I'll continue on my water changes today, so I can dilute out those heavy metals from my tap water via my tap filters, my tap filter replacements. That's going to stop my eggs from turning white. And we will be seeing babies soon. I've already seen babies last season. They just didn't learn to raise them because they were too young. This year, these two, they produced babies that lasted a week. But I also didn't have optimal tank conditions like I do now, so the babies couldn't make it to the 30 days. And that was my fault, not theirs. So we should have everything in check now. Everything. I've done my job. I just need them to do theirs. And you can see by their colors how happy they are up in there without the other fish to deal with them. When I put this fish here, in the main tank, the background's darker, so that affects their coloration. But she ends up looking just like, where is he, this guy? She's darker like that when she's in here. And then she's up here. And she's happy, so she's pale. Same with him. No stress bars because they're not dealing with the other fish. Complete comfort. That's what discus look like when they're not at all stressed. And they have a light background, because backgrounds will darken them. If I drop these fish back in that tank, you'll see her darken up a bit. A little more dark, not black, just not this light. So, what a beautiful male he's turning out to be. Absolutely gorgeous. So, I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow. I'm waiting for the guy to contact me back. He's still got the fish though, so that's good news. And I told him I'm coming for him. Just let me know when. So they should be mine. See, everybody's calling pointing. These guys were just doing it. Those guys have been doing it all morning and night. Next 48 hours, we're gonna have eggs all over the place, and water that's at least greatly reduced in its heavy metal content, which should stop the eggs from turning white. Fingers crossed, folks, we're almost there. We'll catch you on the next one.